Hey good everyone, this is Mike, and today, as my first video for Command & Conquer, I'm actually going to be reviewing the mid-October patch. I'd love to make this a regular occurrence every single time a patch does come out. Give you guys a rundown, give you guys a first look at what you're going to have to deal with the next time you log on. So we're just going to jump straight into this. And so this was yesterday, I do believe. So getting in nice and early. So balance change and bug fixes is the main priority here. Not too much in the way of graphics or anything like that. So it's only a small patch of, I think it's about 1 gig. Just to let you guys know, this is my Command & Conquer TV account. I actually have another beta account, which is fantastic. Playing all my games on that. But I will start playing games on this and give you guys some tutorials and things, little tips and tricks. So we'll just jump straight into these balance changes. Let me know in the comments below if you do think that some of these changes are for the better, for the worse, what you think you'd change. Hit me up. So APA, Urban Assault Team, gun emplacement is no longer an upgrade. Okay, I don't really have much to comment on that. That's just a full EA's gone, nope, don't want it, that's fine. Riot Shields and Breach have been combined into a single upgrade. I do like that. It was too much of a, what do I upgrade? Do I have to upgrade both? Really? I'm glad that they did have to put that into the single upgrade. I do like that. The Helix Firebomb is no longer upgraded, is now available by default. That change I like. There are quite a few of these upgrades, these defaulting upgrades here, and the single upgrade combination. So it seems that EA is listening to the players, which is fantastic. The Dragon Tank Napalm Ammo upgrade has been removed. Now shares the Infernal Fuel upgrade with the other flame units. That's an absolutely fantastic fantastic change. Hated the way that you had to upgrade different, essentially the same upgrade for different units. Like how they've increased the viability of the Infernal Fuel upgrade as it spreads across all other flame units, including the Dragon Tank. So I like that a lot. Mantis Napalm rocket cost has been reduced. Like that cost change, that's just been a little buff to the Mantis. The Lynx deploy surveillance turret is no longer an upgrade, is available by default. Again, that is a good change. Never really wondered why. Sorry, I always wondered why that was an upgrade. APA Commando heat cost has been reduced on all 3 active abilities. That I'm not too worried about. I don't see too many commandos running around in my games. I don't know about you guys. You guys probably are of a lot better caliber than me, especially if you're watching this video. Firestorm no longer hits air. Agree with that. I don't know why it hit air in the first place. Recon Squad from the EU. Entrench is no longer upgraded and is available by default. Again, another defaulting upgrade. Fantastic change. Again, don't know why that wasn't default from the start. APC, heal and repair turrets are now consolidated and accessed via a single upgrade. Again, doubling up on the upgrade. Again, I'm going to be saying this a lot. Love that change. It was stupid to have 2 upgrades. And the heal turret now heals infantry and repair vehicles. Railgun tank EMP overload is no longer an upgrade and is available by default. Good. Fire team, comm jamming has its range, radius, and duration decreased. That's a good change. God, those... Oh, what shits me off more than the sandstorms running around is that comm jamming. It's so long. But anyway, glad that's been changed. Assault APC, EMAG leash, range has been increased, duration decreased. So that's a little bit better. In my opinion. Harvester transport mode is now per unit upgrade. So that's going to be every single harvester will have to be individually upgraded to transport, which is good. I didn't like the global thing at all. Sniper team, anti-material shot damage has been increased significantly. Now does significant bonus damage against light armor. That's a good change. I like it. They seemed a bit too niche, the sniper team, but I'm glad the viability on that has been increased. Moving on to the GLA. Mobile Chemist. Time Bomb is no longer an upgrade and is available by default. Again, good change. I like it. The 2 toxins have been combined into a single ability and an upgrade. Again, good change. Didn't like upgrading both. Quad Cannon Barrage. Damage per tick has been increased to 36. Slow multiply has been decreased to 3.33. So now the barrage is actually going to be dealing significantly more damage, a third more damage, but the slow multiply on it is actually going to be reduced. So it's more of an upfront damage thing rather than a utility ability, which is a good change in my opinion. Nuke Truck Nitro is no longer an upgrade and is available by default. Good change. And build time has been reduced to 18 seconds. And again, a good change, a good buff to the Nuke Truck. Sometimes you need those out quick, smart to react. So that's a good change. Sandstorm, here we go. Thank the Lord, the Sandstorm is going to be nerfed. God, Sandstorm spam was so bad. Glad it's changed now. Unload, channel time up to 4 seconds. Damage per second. 20 plus 70 versus light. 270 versus 200. 122 versus heavy. Okay. I don't know whether that's a increase, decrease. I'm going to have to double check on that, but that's got me confused. It now requires a salvage lab before it can be built. Hallelujah. Thank goodness. It's got a tech requirement. All I can say is thank God. Everyone watching, just take a sigh of relief. If you've never come across a sandstorm spam, then thank the lucky stars. Health reduced by 30 to 215. Cost increased by 100, and projectile speed roughly cut in half. Don't know whether that also means the rate of fire. Usually when you talk about rate of fire and projectile speed, it's two completely different things. Usually projectile speed doesn't influence rate of fire at all, but I'll need clarification on that because I'm not too sure. Whoever wrote these patch notes may be a bit confused in what the meanings are. Toxin launcher dirty nuke cooldown has been increased to 45 seconds. That's just a slight nerf. Infiltrator van mines range has been decreased from 30 to 10. That's good. It means that you can't really just chuck them out everywhere. It has to be quite relative to where you are. Insurgents default shot delay reduced from 1.5 to 1 second. That I like. I think they were just so unresponsive, and dropping that by half a second should make those guys pretty on par to where they should be. Okay, this is for global changes. All turret build times have been increased to 18 seconds. Now that's kind of a double-edged sword, because now you can't rush with turrets. It's going to be significantly harder to do that without getting caught and without getting punished for it. But again, it means you're going to have to, if you don't have any defenses, you're going to have to scout early. If you don't scout early and get your pants around your ankles, then you're not going to be able to get your turrets up in time. So that's kind of a double-edged sword for people, but I think that's a good change overall. Reinforcement player power cooldowns have been each increased to 180 seconds. Good change. Never give in. Radius increased from 15 to 20. Health regen from 20 seconds to 50 seconds. That's a significant buff to that power, and I really like it. I think it was very underwhelming to play with at the start, so hopefully the viability of that does go up. Rallying Cry cooldown is now 10 seconds. APA artillery deploy and undeployed times have been halved, so the Thunder Fist is now 3 seconds and the Sunstorm is now 2. GLA Toxin Artillery max health down 225 and the minimum range increased. So minimum range increase means that you can have things at the feet and they won't be able to fire, which is fantastic because it gives you a way to really counter. It's kind of like beating a poke composition with an all-in composition. If you are going to play the long-range game, you have to have a disadvantage, and they just were not. They were at too much of an advantage. The minimum range increase is warranted. Black Market Artillery max health has been reduced by 100. All caster offensive unit abilities now do friendly fire. That I like. You're going to have to be a bit more micro-intensive when it comes to your abilities. Not that it'll be too much micro-intensive, you've just got to make sure you don't fire it on your own units. EU and APA construction units now spread. Move speeds now match the GLA workers. I don't know why that wasn't from the start. Jeez, those dozers were so annoying. So slow. Going back to the offensive abilities. If that is available, friendly fire in team games, then that will be hilarious. The amount of trolls that will go around just firing predator missiles on your allies will be hilarious. Internal suppression upgrade costs and research times have been reduced from 1250 to 900, 55 to 55 seconds to 40 seconds. Great buff. Like it. It took so long to build and was so costly that this is just going to make it so much better, in my opinion, to build. EU Heavy Assault Laser Pulse Blast research time has been reduced by 10 seconds. That's just a quality of life change. I don't think it was warranted that much, but for whatever reason they decided to decrease that. So, bug fixes. There's been issues with returning to the front end after matches. These are the ones they fixed, by the way. They fixed the issues with purging generals. Fixed an issue on cooldowns on the player, powers, supply drop, and on the double. Fixed a tooltip of the EU railgun upgrade to emphasize that it only attacks ground units. The mobile chemist references... so the C10 ability references the C17 ability and claims to reduce the health effect of units. The APA Espionage General now has all the units in the game that are reflected in his general's profile. Fix various units in the chat hotkeys. The GLA Salvage General can now produce black market tanks from the War Factory after researching salvage, which I don't know why that wasn't there from the start. EU Experimental Railgun Tag now fires on the move. Yes and no. I'm not too much of a fan of the firing on the move, because that's another skill differentiator between a great player and a good player. The ability to stutter step in StarCraft was a huge thing for Terrans. Your ability to stutter step split was essentially a make or break. So I don't know how I feel about things firing on the move, but what's there's there. APA Urban Combat General now has urban assault teams in his barracks. Good stuff. Orbital Collider is now functional for the EU generals. Lovely. So that's another general there. Fixed an issue. Fixed an issue with construction sites not disappearing after the construction unit is destroyed. Good. Glad that change has been done. Fixed various in-game sound effect issues. Terror Technicals now receive veterancy from the supply drop player power. Fixed various issues with the end of match screen. Sometimes it'd just bug out and you'd have to restart. Fixed various issues with achievements. The buff from the upgrade advanced ordnance is now reflected on all respective units. So that's just a quality of life anesthetic thing. Anesthetic. Sorry. Visual I don't know what I'm thinking. The Advanced Ordnance upgrade now affects the EU Heavy Assault Laser. Don't know why that didn't from the start again. Scudstorm appears able to be built even if the player has already built one. So that's just a glitch thing there. So these are the known issues that they are going to fix ASAP. Party channel will remain active after the party is disbanded. If your installation gets disrupted, this can lead to the game not working. And if that does happen to you, there is a specific post on the forums for ways to resolve this. AI cannot be added into the custom skirmish lobbies, is left and re-entered. Allied vehicles are not affected by the stealth field player power, and starting the game after deleting Command & Conquer folder in documents will cause the generals widget to not activate the generals pull down. And that's it. Please leave a comment if you think that some of these changes are warranted or unwarranted. What would you change yourself? Do leave this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you found my this balance change video informative, and if you haven't got the beta, I hope you guys get it as soon as possible, and hopefully this gives you a little insight into all the changes and all that are going on in Command & Conquer. My next video will be going through all the features on the main menu and going to go through the tutorial as well. So if you guys haven't had the beta and haven't had a look at what is on offer for you guys, do check out my next video and make sure you subscribe. Facebook is in the description for my Command & Conquer page. That's where all the news and posts are going to be. I'll link all my videos for Command & Conquer onto that. That will just be Command & Conquer. That won't be any of my Kane's Wrath or Tiberium Wars things. So that will be solely Command & Conquer. And any press releases, any new news will be posted on that. So do like that, as it will be very beneficial to you. Anyway, have a good day, guys. Hope you enjoy playing your Command & Conquer, and I'll see you guys next time. Catch up.